And I don't know.
Really wanted to do MSG. Never heard a bad story about MSG. A couple guys got in trouble, but nothing bad about the duty itself. Platoon Sergeant, a gunny from Recon. He was a judo instructor at the martial arts school. He was like the gunny at Heartbreak Ridge. He whipped the whole platoon one by one. Good on him. McMatt. That's the Marine Corps Martial Arts Program. It's big, and I hope they continue it. My tour, we started out, some of you older gentlemen remember the line training, right? One back, two back. Some people say, just was talking, in fact, at the Marinos, both Marines. They were talking about the different times of the martial arts that we did. But I do think the martial arts program right now is awesome. I really do. My daughter's a brown belt instructor, martial arts, as a sergeant, so she's killing it. Question. From one of the debt poolies here, how much of my pay should I try to save? How much of my pay should I try to save if I want to get married after boot camp and MOS school? You go to Justice of the Peace, it's about $100. If you're having a big wedding, save money anyway. You don't need very little money you'll spend in boot camp, and it's just necessities. Even MOS school. Here's what happens: Marines get out of boot camp, MOS school, then they're free. They got a bank card and a debit card and an ATM, and they just start spending money. So that financial literacy that we were talking about earlier, learn it quickly, right? And save money. Talk about your promotions as you get promoted throughout the Marine Corps. From private to PFC, the increase is probably $45, $50. I don't know, it's $70. So from PFC to Lance Corporal, $80. Just start banking that extra money that you made on your promotion and save it for a wedding, a new car eventually, later on in your career, and bigger and better things, houses, just whatever. Start saving early. That's my financial advice to you, to everyone. Save. Start saving early. Oh my God! So we had a story time. Let me talk story for a minute about financial literacy. And maybe he's on here, and if you are, fess up. In Iraq, getting paid a lot of money. They were even offering re-enlistments in country. Here's the thing: in a combat zone, when you re-enlist, your bonus, if you get one, your bonus is tax-free. And at that time, that was 2005, 6, 4, 5, 6, in Iraq, they were really wanting Marines to stay because they had the combat experience, wanted to stay for multiple deployments. Valuable, invaluable, from corporal on up. We had a sergeant that did re-enlist. He got one of the big bonuses, 60, 70,000. I don't remember what it was, but it was one of the bigger ones. Average ones were like 20, 30,000, 40,000. This dude got a $70,000 or $80,000 bonus to re-enlist in a combat zone. Sergeant, just life was good. Get back from deployment, he has his re-enlistment bonus, goes to Vegas with his girlfriend, get married, visit a Corvette dealership, buys a brand new Corvette, cash. Hit a driver's license, but in the heat of things, in the mix of it, didn't have insurance yet. Since he paid cash, the Corvette dealership was like, nah, all right, we'll allow it this one time. As soon as you get back home, get your insurance, make sure you're covered, everything's good. Celebrating their wedding, their anniversary, driving back from Vegas, didn't sleep off the night before, crashed. Totaled his brand new Corvette with no insurance. Nothing. Lost it all. I don't know how much a Corvette was back then. I'm guessing pretty close to his entire bonus.
His entire annual salary.
Gone. Guess what the wife did? See ya. How does this annulment thing work? Man, he was unprepared for all of that. So, do the right thing. Somebody said, be smart. Who said that? Be smart, don't get in trouble. So, lost his bonus, lost his vet, lost his wife, got NJP for a DUI. Downhill. I'm telling you. Bad decisions. Be smart. Right? John, pretty much. Oh, no. Horrible. Horrible. Hope he recovered well. He stayed in. Obviously, he can try to make all that back. Not good. So be smart. Financial literacy, that is huge. And again, you want, as parents, you want your kids to be financially stable, and you can do that by example. All right, I've never been a paycheck to paycheck guy, except when I was a young Marine and single and didn't have anyone advising me. And that's how, like everyone was. You couldn't wait till payday. You couldn't buy things until you had to wait for a payday. Jared says, if you're going to spend frivolously, buy more guns. Amen. That's what I'm talking about, Jared. That's what I'm getting ready to do. We've talked about that survivability and preparedness for a while. That's what I'm doing. More guns. My brother, bad decisions can be. From there. Look at Mike, man. Lay Cookie, successful as hell now. Made some bad decisions as a young Marine. Paid for it, was held accountable. Didn't stop him being a success in life. So good on you, brother. Thanks for joining us tonight. Tell Candace we said hello. Hello. Carl Green, what was everyone's favorite cadence? Did a couple cadence ones. Come on, C-130. Who doesn't love C-130? Like, what was your favorite part of Marine Corps boot camp? What was my favorite part? You know, you go through phases, I think, in boot camp. Huh? Oh, what? I'm paused right here for some reason. Oh, I got to start back. I got a phone call. My do not disturb is on, but I got a phone call. I got to restart it. Oh, am I back? There it is. Yeah, it just closed out. But I'm back. All right. No such thing as too many guns. What story was I telling? What were we talking about before that? Oh, favorite part of boot camp. So I think you go through phases. Here's what happens. The first week sucks. You hate it, right? I even told my buddy who I went in on the buddy program. Him and I. He wasn't a great friend, but his mom was one of my teachers. She said, go in the buddy program with my son and take care of him. He's a good dude, strong. He's an athlete, but I looked out for him. He got in trouble in boot camp. I'll tell that story later. But we went in on the buddy program. And I remember and he was all gung-ho. He already had a haircut, Marine stickers all over his car. He wore Marine shirts and Jarhead, Devil Dog. He was that guy going to boot camp. So I was like, crap, I'm not going to have to take care of him. He's going to have to take care of me. He knows everything there is that he needs to know about boot camp. And even still, when we got there the first couple of days, we were like, I was afraid to say it to him, but I was like, bro, I think I made a mistake. I don't belong here. This is not what I thought it was going to be. He said, me too. How do we get out of here? That's when that moment of truth came up. I was like, man, if I tell them I had a ticket, I'm a wanted felon, maybe they'll pull me out. Nothing. I didn't know how to get out of boot camp. But that only lasted for a couple of days. And then so that was the scared, anxious, all those things going through your head. This is not the video that my recruiter showed me kind of thing. But then you start to get it, and you get into a little battle rhythm. You get your chow times. You work from chow time to chow time, right? That's your time to relax for about 7 minutes. And then you're getting up and doing stuff again. So then you start looking forward to what's going on the next PT session, right? Next time you're going to drill, because you understand it now. And you understand everything's for a reason. And then it's set up in phases. So second phase is up north, in the field, rifle range. Now the crucible. So all those cool things, it just gives you something to look forward to. And then all of a sudden, you're in shape. So the IT sessions aren't as bad. And not that you look forward to them, because the drill instructors make it miserable. They make sure they do it in sand and dirt and make it rain. So they make it miserable for all the right reasons. You just got to trust me on that. And then you start looking forward to graduation. So I really liked final drill, right? That was my DI hyped it up, and he was good. Apparently, we won final drill, so that motivated you. And then that's towards the end. They started talking about being a Marine, right? No longer a recruit. So then they were looking forward to, being a Marine. So my favorite part, I don't know if I have a favorite part, but I do have a worst part, and that was every single morning. I wasn't a morning person before that. So waking up early, body sore, and like, here we go again. Man, we're going to be up until 21:30 at night. Wow, I'm not ready for this. Excuse me. But once you get into it, you're in it. It's awesome. All right. Wow. Oh, man, we didn't start the clock either, Carl. You got to give me a check on the time. Here's where we sound off. Let's sound off, everybody. Leave it in the comments right now. Parris Island or San Diego? You know, it's always a friendly rivalry that we just can't let it live it down, especially in my house, because we got one Parris Island Marine, we got a real Marine from San Diego. So, I mean, whichever, it's up to you. Which is it? We had that Marine we talked about, that female Marine. She started at San Diego and then got injured, and there's no MRP for females in San Diego. So then they sent her to Parris Island for MRP. So she's the only Marine that I know of, who has done both. Problem is, she only did like a week or so in San Diego. So did she get the real feel of it? She didn't hike the Mount Mother. All right. San Diego, Parris Island. USMCC, I was just talking about you. Paradise Island. San Diego, Lake Cookie, Frank. Parris Island, Tyler, San Diego, Jarhead for life. Doc Hollywood, the Hollywood Marine. There you go, Hollywood. San Diego, Semper Fi, Chris. San Diego, Lima Company, Matthew. California, Namek. How can I say that? Oh, MCRD. Hey, Mark. It's you, Mark. What's up, brother? Paris. Not saying Sergeant Major got that police here. They're both good. East Coast, West Coast, as long as it's a Marine Corps. San Diego, Carl. Grunt for Life, OT 31. We're at 7 summers ago. Today, I graduated boot camp.
Today, celebrating.
You should be here today, celebrating. Today, what's the date today? August what, 11? Is it the 11th? Congratulations, 7 years. USMC CC gets some. So you have 23 to go. That was math for Marines right there. 23 plus to go. 30 years, 33 years ago this month, Platoon 2073, hoorah. Jared, nice work, buddy. Congratulations. I hit my mark. August 3rd was my mark. So last week. Hollywood Marine, San Diego, Sand Dollar Marine, Parris Island. I'm not going to try and say that. Vaudevillain, Landsman, Leavenville, New York. Huron, what's up, buddy? Bob, 3371 for life. 35, sounding off. Dark Horse. What's up, Dark Horse? Send for 5, brother. All right, Tyler says, one thing he's been told is that when your DI is in a good mood, something isn't right. So as a DI, I don't want to give any secrets away to those of you just going to boot camp, but here's a phase that you go through as a DI. You thrash the recruits in the beginning because that's your job, to thrash them. And you just want to thrash them. All right, see how many you can scare the hell out of, maybe make them piss their pants or something. You just want to thrash them. That's your job. And that's, all for the right reasons. Later on when they get in combat, nothing can affect you because you've been through boot camp. You've been through the stress, the fog of war, if you will, without being in a wartime situation. So all that stuff is highly important. So the stress is real. And then as a drill instructor, you realize, and it was a time that a recruit got injured, may have been my fault or not, depends on who you ask. And the company commander is